Lindsay Clancy right here, the mother who took her 3 children's lives at her residence in Duxbury, Massachusetts back in 2023, will be standing trial on July 20th, 2026. I live here in Massachusetts and plan to cover her trial extensively come summertime, so I'm going to get you guys caught up on all of the details pertaining to this case from start to now. So on January 24th, 2023, authorities say that Lindsay Clancy strangled her 3 children to death, 5-year-old Cora, 3-year-old Dawson, and 8-month-old Callan, using exercise bands. She had reportedly sent her husband Patrick Clancy to a pharmacy to pick up medication and then to a restaurant to pick up food so that she could commit this heinous act against her children without another adult present to intervene. Before Patrick left the house, Lindsay reportedly used Apple Maps to calculate how long it would take for Patrick to drive to 3V, a restaurant in Plymouth, and then back home. This specific restaurant was significantly further away from the Clancy's residence, and she chose this specific restaurant strategically so that she had a larger window of time to do what she was planning to do. At around 4:53 p.m., Lindsay texted Patrick while he was working from a home office in their basement, asking if he could pick up food because she didn't cook anything and she had a long day. He agreed and ultimately left the house at around 5:15 p.m. after finishing work. At the request of Lindsay, Patrick was sent to a CVS in Kingston to pick up medication for one of their children before he went to the restaurant to pick up their to-go order. While at CVS, Patrick said that he called Lindsay and spoke to her on the phone briefly at 5:34 p.m. to confirm which medication he needed to purchase. He said that at the moment he didn't think anything was odd when it came to her tone when he was talking to her. However, it did seem like she was in the middle of something. When Patrick returned home a little after 6 p.m., he said that the house was completely silent. He ended up going to the second floor of the home to one of the bedrooms that had the bedroom door locked. He was knocking, trying to get Lindsay to answer him. She wasn't answering him, so he kind of barged through the door, and that is when he saw blood all over the floor and the window open. He went over to the window, looked down, and that is when he saw Lindsay lying in their yard. After Lindsay had attacked her children, she had gone to the second floor and jumped out the window in an attempt to end things for herself as well. However, the fall did not kill her. It actually just caused severe spinal injuries, leaving her paralyzed but still alive. Patrick ended up going downstairs and running outside to check on Lindsay, who was still alive but could not move. He asked what had happened, and she said that the children were in the basement. He ran inside, and that is when he found all 3 of his children deceased with those exercise bands still around their necks. Lindsay was arrested, and she is currently civilly committed and being held without bail at the Tewksbury State Hospital, where she remains on 24/7 S watch, if you know what I mean. Lindsay's attorney, Kevin Reddington, is actually currently trying to pursue an insanity defense where she is hoping to be found not legally criminally responsible for the crimes that she committed. He plans to argue that Lindsay was suffering from severe postpartum depression or psychosis and that she was over-medicated at the time of the attacks. Prosecutors, on the other hand, are going to be arguing that the murders were premeditated and that Lindsay was fully aware and competent of everything that she was doing. They emphasize the fact that she had looked up on her phone, quote, ways to kill, and how she had mapped out her husband's entire errand run to ensure that she would be able to commit these crimes while he was away. Significant court dates for Lindsay Clancy in the year 2026 include January 27th, 2026, where a scheduling conference is going to be held to finalize the way that she will be transported from the hospital to the courthouse. She's paralyzed from the sternum down. Prosecutors believe that she should be transported in a police car. The defense is saying that she should be transported in an ambulance. On July 13th, 2026, a final pretrial conference will be held. And then on July 20th, 2026, the judge has scheduled her murder trial to begin. The judge said that they are not pushing this back or delaying this again. And this will take place at the Plymouth Superior Court. Let me know what you guys think about this case. What do you think the outcome is going to be after all of this is said and done? And make sure you're following me for detailed coverage on this case moving forward.